Good evening all. So we have come back with a very interesting message about psychological frameworks in order to help you to understand others and to understand how to deal with them. And I think this is a quite important topic in order for you to help the potential of others and their capability to lead and their capability to analyze and the kind of problem they would solve. This is a situation where a lot of people would be thinking about in order to help understanding other, and whether these people, the other, would be able to be the persons that you can trust, the persons that you can put your belongings and your assets and your the loved ones with, or these are the persons that you can trust. And on this topic I shall speak. So let's start. So one of the very famous frameworks about understanding others is thinking about, is this person an introvert or is he an extrovert? And between introversion and extroversion is something that a lot of people thinking about all the time. It's about a situation where people, I think, is this guy a kind of a guy that can work as a politician, or this guy is naturally built to be a scientist, and so on. And a lot of people think that scientists are more self-introvert, they are more reflective, they are more detailed oriented, while extroverts are more enjoy helping others, being with others all the time, and trying to build a network and trying to build friendship. And there is always people who move between extroversion and introversion. So I am the kind of person that can work well in an extroversion, in a very stressful, a very concentrated extroverted situation. And also I naturally, I think I am more introvert than extrovert. But however, I think I don't think that I was built this way. I think because of the environment that I had, it changed my behavior from introversion to extroversion and so on. So if I am in a supportive environment, I see myself going to the extroversion side. If I am in a negative environment, or an environment that actually oppose many of my ideas, I see myself going to become self-reflecting, become more in touch with my feeling and trying to understand what kind of feelings I have and why this happened. So the environment actually helps you to move between extroversion and introversion. However, there is a certain tendency with every human being. So this is the first framework that you should be thinking about. Am I introvert? Am I an extrovert? And this is one of the frameworks that can help you to understand others. Another one is about ego. And I am one of the guys who always believe that ego is a very important concept to understand. You should always think about the ego. What moves these people? What makes them excited? What actually show them that they are seeing themselves in and enjoying. And a lot of people think that ego sometimes is about compliments, is about being affectionate, is about being surrounded by others, is around being recognized by others. So it's about understanding the levels of ego of different individuals. So I always think, was this person able to control and suppress his ego, or he was not able to control and suppress his ego? Is this person capable of suppressing his ego and suppressing his desire of violence, of anger, of being violent to others, or was his ego able to control him? So that's and there is a very famous analogy for this. It's about a carriage rider, and this is something that a lot of 12th grade students in Jordan has studied. So they say ego is like two horses, and some people say there is a horse that guides you to the right thing and a horse that guides you to the left thing, and there is let me say a joker, or not a joker, like a leader for this carriage, or a controller for this carriage. So he always tried to control between the the right horse and the left horse. And I think, yes, human beings are always in this situation where they are trying to suppress their feelings or express their feeling. I think a lot of suppression is very negative, can be destructive for the individual, and a lot of extroversion maybe sometimes can spoil an individual. You need some level of control. But the most important element that I always think about is ego. Will this person let his ego control his mind, behavior, or will he always be able to control it? And what are the circumstances that will trigger his ego, and how strongly can he control his ego, and how strongly can he control his emotion, and how strongly he can control his feelings, and how strongly he can be in a situation that his ego does not beat him. And I see this as one of the most important topics that people should understand, the concept of ego. So I left you with two frameworks for understanding people and human being. The first one is ego, and the second one is introversion and extroversion. And with this, and by this, I shall end this topic. It was a very simple talk. We'll follow on with more psychology related topics, and on this topic I shall end. Salam.